بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. Mudaf and Mudafun ilayh. So this, if you see, the first session is called, sentence is called Mudaf, and Mudafun ilayh is a construction that indicates possession or belonging. So like if something belongs to someone, so we use this construction to say it in Arabic, like Mudaf and Mudafun ilayhi. So that construction actually is shows possession or a belonging. Same thing like in English, if you notice, like we use word of, right? Like the book of Allah, or Zaid's pen, right? Or my book, my car. So either we use those pronoun like my, his, her, your, or we use of to make or to express the indication of possession or belonging. Same thing in Arabic. There's a different construction, and then we use that construction and call it mudafun and mudafun ilayhi. And how to form it? So this fragment is made up of two parts. One part would be before of, which is called mudaf. Like here in this sentence, if you see, the book is before of. So the before, whatever comes before of would be, in Arabic we will call it mudaf, and whatever comes after of we'll call it mudafun ilayhi. So the word before of, which is mudaf, actually it is the thing that is being possessed. Whatever is being possessed comes before of, and whoever is possessing that thing would be coming after of, which is mudafun alayhi in Arabic, right? So here, like in this phrase, the book of Allah. So here, lafz jalala, Allah is actually is a possessor here. He owned the book, or he possessed the book. So whatever comes after of is possessor or the owner, and whatever things or item comes before of is the item or thing that is being possessed by a owner or possessor. Okay, so when you see fragment that seems to indicate belonging but does not contain enough. Now, as in previous slide, we said that this construction would have an of, but sometime it may not, right? Like my book. Now, in my book, it's also showing a possession, like the book is mine, right? I'm showing a possession, my car, or his school, or whatever, right? So in these kind of fragments, the of is not visible, or it's not apparent, right? So in that thing, as we learned that mudafun ilayhi has a construction with of, so but what you can do, you can convert that into the construction with of. Let's say, for example, the cat's house. Here as well, like there is no of, but we can rephrase it and we can rearrange it, and instead of saying the cat's house, we can say the house of the cat, right? The same thing. We're just rearranging it to make the of apparent. That's the only thing. Otherwise, both have same meaning, because once we have the of, it's easy for us to convert it or translate it into Arabic, because we know that before of is mudaf, which is the thing being possessed, and after of is the possessor or the owner of the thing. So here the house is the thing that is being possessed by cat, and cat is our owner or possessor. And in Arabic, cat is mudafun ilayhi and the house is mudaf. All right. Same thing, the fragment his book, we can rearrange it and we can say book of his, right? Just to make of apparent. So it's easy for us to know which one is mudaf, which one is mudafun ilayhi, who is being, what is being possessed, and who is the possessor, right? So there are three grammatical rules when it comes to mudaf and mudafun ilayhi compound, and they are very easy because we already know them. So the first grammatical rule, now at this stage, you should know and you should be able to find out which one is mudaf and which one is mudafun ilayhi, right? So before of is mudaf, after of is mudafun ilayhi, and they both are ism. So mudaf must be light. The first rule, mudaf must be light. And when it comes to light, we know, like when we were learning about ism, four properties of ism, under the property about in Arab or ending, we learn about flexibility, and we learn about light versus heavy word, right? So I added them here as well, like all those rules. So the heavy words are default word that has tanween on it in case of singular, like kitabun, kitaban, kitabin, or mu'minatun, mu'minatin, mu'minatin, right? Or in case of dual, it will have ani or aini, like kitabani, kitabaini. And in case of masculine plural, it will have una and ina, like muslimuna, muslimina. So these are all heavy words with ani, aini, aini, or una, ina, ina, or atun, atin, atin, or un, an, in, right? Kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. So these are heavy words. And we learned it like how to make them light. So if it is singular or if it has tanween, drop the tanween. So like kitabun become kitabu, mu'minatun become mu'minatu. And then if it has noon at the end, drop the noon. So like kitabani become kitaba, kitabaini become kitabai, muslimuna become muslimu, and muslimina became muslimi. So that's how you make a word light from heavy. All right. So the first rule is mudaf must be light. So mudaf should be in this form. That's the first rule. All right. Mudaf must be light. It would not have, that means it would not have tanween, right? And it would not have noon at the end. No tanween, no noon at the end. That's how we make a word light. Second rule, mudaf cannot have an al because it's light, right? And when it comes to light, we know that al is irrelevant. So mudaf cannot have an al. There will not be any al in mudaf. So these two rules belongs to mudaf, and the third rule belongs to mudafun ilayhi. Mudafun ilayhi must be in jar status. And when we say jar status means like for singular ism, it would have a kasra, right? So like kasra, like kitabi or kitabin. So it would have kasra for a singular case. And when it comes to plural or dual, then we know, right? It can be kitabaini and all those, right? But mudafun ilayhi must be in jar status. So that's the third rule. So three rules: two belongs to mudaf and one belongs to mudafun ilayhi. Mudaf must be light, no al. And then third rule, mudafun ilayhi must be in jar status. All right. And another important point: mudaf and mudafun ilayhi nothing comes in between them. So they just come side by side. Nothing like there's some compound or some phrases we'll learn in future, inshallah, that some other words can come in between. But for mudafun, in case of mudafun ilayhi, nothing comes in between. They just come side by side. All right. Let's do some examples. This Quranic examples. Abdullahi. Now let's check the grammar first and then we'll translate. So abdu, let's check abdu. So abdu, look, there is no al and it is light. Both mudaf rule fulfilled, right? Mudaf must be light, no al. Mudafun ilayhi should be in jar status. Second word is mudafun ilayhi. Look, it is in jar status. Allahi. So all three rules are fulfilled on this phrase, Abdullah. There are two isim. One is abd. Abd means like servant. And Allahi, Allah's name. It's another isim. Both are isim. The first isim has two properties: that it does not have an al and it is a light isim. That is the properties of mudaf. Second isim is in jar status. That's also fulfilled. So now we can translate. We know that when we translate in English, there would be an of. Right? So Abdullahi, servant of Allah. You see the possession, right? Belonging. Servant belongs to possessor, Allah. Right? Sawabu dunya. Now, you know that some words like ghair munsarif and mabni, right? We know that like they don't, like in jar status, they do not have kasra. For ghair munsarif, they do not take kasra in jar status. And if it is a mabni word, also mabni word look like same, right? In all three statuses. So let's say for this dunya, right? There is no kasra, right? Because it's a mabni word. Dunya will always be dunya. Sawabud dunya, right? So first sawabud, no al, light, which should be mudaf. Ad dunya. So now as we know that, so we should know that because this word is mabni, that's why there is no kasra. So it should be, this should be in jar status, but because it's mabni word, mabni looks like the same. So sawabu dunya, the reward of the worldly life or the world, reward of the world. So you see the of, so the reward belongs to the world. And then sawabul akhirati. Now akhirati, you can see the kasra here, right? Why? because this is not a mabni word, right? It's so sawabu, again same thing. Light, no al, sawabu. Al akhirati has a kasra, jar status, mudafun ilayhi. So this is mudafun ilayhi, this is mudaf. Sawabul akhirati, the reward of the hereafter. So you see the of. So now here the reward belongs to akhirah. Sawabu dunya, reward belongs to the world or worldly life. Right? Tarfan nahari. Now if you see tarafa, right? So first let's see this one. An nahari. There is a kasra. It's mudafun ilayh because it's jar status. Alright? Nahar means normally day. Tarafa. Normally it should be tarafani. Tarafani means like you can say two sides, right? Or two edges or two corners. So tarafan nahari, two edges of the two corners of the day, like you can say like sunrise and sunset, right? So two corners or two edge of the day. So now here there is no noon, right? So noon is gone, and we remember that if we have a dual form, right, then to make it light, noon gets dropped. So kitabani will become kitaba. So same thing, tarafani become tarafa. Noon got dropped. That means it is a light word, but it's in dual form, and there is no al. So no al, light, mudaf, an-nahari in jar status, mudafun ilayhi. So tarafa an-nahariya or tarafan, if you like make a tajweed rule, and then you should read them by joining them, right? So tarafan nahari. But like when you speak or Arabic speak, they normally do not join the word, or they can also say like tarafa an-nahari. You can also read like tarafa an-nahari. There's nothing wrong. But like in Quran, we read it by joining them word, right? So tarafan nahari. But tarafa an-nahari means two edges of the day. So there is off in between, right? Min tarafayin. So this example I'll cover later, like with min. So let's skip that. Rabbul alameen. Rabbu al-alamina. Alright, same thing. Jazaul kafirina. So Rabbu, light, right? No tanween. It is light. No al, Rabbu. So both rule follows mudaf. Al-alamina. Now alamina. There is no kasra. It's mudafun ilayhi. And it is in jar status as well. Why? Because if you see, for plural, we have una and ina. Right? So una is rafa and ina is nasab and jar. So for plural, there is no kasra on the last letter. There is ina. There is a combination of letter, right? So muslimina, same thing. Alimuna, alamuna, alamina. So alamina can be in nasab. Alamina can be in jar. So here alamina. So this is in jar status because it's coming after mudaf. Any word that comes after mudaf must be in jar status. So that's why I'm saying alamina is mudafun ilayhi because, or it's in jar status because it's coming after mudaf. So Rabbul alamina. Now if I translate, I should have an of. So Lord of the worlds. Right? So before of, mudaf, possessed, the thing being possessed, and after of is the possessor. All right, so Lord of the world. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد النبي الأمي وآله وصحبه وبارك وسلم. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا إنك جامع الناس ليوم لا ريب فيه إن الله لا يخلف الميعاد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.